Hey, this is Chris with Ugly.Teacher.Hiking. Today we're at the beach again. We're going to take a look at a kettle. What's better than 600 milliliter kettle? A 1 liter kettle. That's right, 1 liter kettle. Kuvik sent me another item, especially how awesome the last video went. So I'm pretty excited for this. Let's check this out. Ugly.Teacher.Hiking. I hike it so you don't have to. So a few videos back, I reviewed the Kuvik 600 milliliter tea kettle. A lot of good buzz about this. A lot of people enjoyed that video, and especially like the size of this kettle. But I compared it to the MSR kettle, which was 1 liter in size, 1 liter in size. And this one was only 600 liters in size. So not a fair comparison, but this, we found out, fit enough water, it fit enough of everything in it. It's just a great little all-around kettle, and it can hold quite a bit. So I talked with Kuvick, and I wanted to see if I could get the bigger kettle from them, and lucky us, they agreed. So today we're going to do an unboxing of the Kuvick 1 liter titanium kettle. Kuvick sent this for me, but remember, as usual, they asked for an honest review. They don't want to hear lies. They want to hear how they can improve their products, which is always a good sign to me. And I'm very appreciative for the fact that they trust me enough to give an honest review. So let's do this traditional unboxing. Now, it did come in a box from Amazon. The Amazon box was not as beat up as the other packaging, but like anything else, it had some beating on going on. And the box that this is in right now looks perfect. No damage. So let's open this little guy up. If I can get it. As you can see, I haven't even opened it yet. We're going to play this today, are we? Oh, okay, here we go. As usual, the items from Kuvick are packed very well. Wow, okay. So this is the 1 liter one. It is the same packaging as the 600 milliliter one. Let's open this up. So I really like the bag. I dig it on the 600, and I'm sure it's going to be just as awesome on the 1 liter. Okay, so we have the lid. It's got the silicone part there at the top. It's got the holes for steam release. Oh, what is this? Oh, okay. Here's the silicone part for the handle. Before we open this bad boy up, let's put this on there. Wait a second. There are 2 handles on this. Interesting. It's supposed to come with 2 silicone sleeves. What? Okay, look. It's like double backed. So I guess you put it on here. And then put over there as well. That seems a little odd to me, but well, let's give it a chance. Like everything else we do here, let's give it a chance. Let's move this stuff out of the way. Oh my gosh, it looks like a real kettle. It looks like a real kettle. I don't know what I was expecting. I'm going to say it again. It looks like a real kettle. That seems a little strange how they have that. I think I would rather have had the separate silicones for each side. That way you could put it down. Let's compare it to the other one, the 600 milliliter one. There's a considerable size difference for only 400 milliliters. Because if we go over to the MSR one, get some of the stuff out of the way. Put that up. Considerable size difference. Remember, this is titanium, this is anodized aluminum. Okay. The lid on this is a lot bigger than the lid on the MSR. You can fit that bad boy in there. Let's compare it to the 600 milliliter. Fits in there like that. And it's still got the nub cover on it. It's got a little, maybe a nail file right here. The finish on that. But overall, it feels pretty good. Let's see, the rivet or the spot welding looks good. I don't see any issues with that. I just find this a little strange. The silicone handle. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I could see over a fire like this. But I like the one handle. This maybe because it's bigger. I would just leave it on one side like that when I'm storing it. They didn't do anything about these. This is what the one thing that I complained about in the other one. Now these are even more exposed because of the handles being the way they are. It's a little strange. If I put a stand over it, you know, it kind of covers it. If I could find one that could fit in, oh, that fits in there. This is a Zen Camp stand. Oh yeah, it fits right in there. Oh yeah, perfect, like that. Oh, okay. Now if you can get this in there like that, that's definitely a good thing, right there. But like other Kuvick items, it feels like good quality. It feels like it lasts a while. I mean, it's titanium. And we all love titanium. All right, let's get into weighing and measuring. All right, so let's put this on there before we even do anything. Let's make sure it's in the right mode. So we're pounds and ounces. And we're going to do the weight. That's 7.6 ounces. 7.6 ounces, that's with the bag, without the bag. With the bag, holy cow, 8.7 ounces? Hold on, let's check. $7.5 ounces, add the bag. 8.6 ounces, 8.6 ounces. Dang, that's heavy. Can we take this off? Let's take the lid off. Let's see that. We get 6.1 ounces, 6.1 ounces. I'm not going to take this off, and I'm not going to take the silicone handle off because they're almost required. I guess you could do it without the lid if you had to. So this lid is, I think I need a new scale, 1.4 ounces. 1.4 ounces. So anywhere between 1.3 and 1.4, we saw on the scale here. This thing's on the heavier side of things for titanium. So we're at 7.5 ounces, 7.5 ounces. It's a big, it's heavy. Now, is this a hiking pot? Probably not. I would use this more for campsite. All right, let's do some measuring. All right, so we're going to get into our measurements. We want to make sure our ruler is zeroed out. So let's do approximate diameter. It's tough with stuff that are this big. Let's take the lid off. Uh-oh. We don't want to cooperate, do we? Okay, we get 5.8 inches, 5.8 inches, or 147.4 millimeters. 147.4 millimeters. Let's just do from top to bottom. That gets us 87 millimeters, 3.42 inches, 3.42 inches. Now, the opening, it's just as easy for us to do it from here. The opening itself is 4.4 inches, or 4.14 inches, 4.14 inches, or 105.2 millimeters. Now keep in mind, these are all approximate, all approximate. All right, so we gotta find our little area to do our video in. This is Kuvick Park. Great little area. Shell fishing area to the left, conditional boundary to the right. Now, from what I've been told, I don't know if you can see the lighthouse out there. There's a lighthouse out there. And that lighthouse has like a little sandbar that goes almost all the way out to it. And the tides here are real quick and dangerous. So what happens is a lot of people will get caught, go out there, stay out there, do a little fishing. Then tides come in so quick, they get stuck. Well, out here it looks a little exposed. I think I saw right there. That might be a little more back by those trees. We can set up. It looks like there's a nice log to sit on over there as well. Day's a little warmer than it has been the last few times filming. It's still cold. I debated if I was going to wear a jacket, changed my mind, and wore it. Now, it's very breezy over here. Oh, I think I see a spot right there. There's a lot of little hidden beaches here in Rhode Island. If you're ever visiting, check them out. Well worth it. I use something like All Trails, Onyx, Those are my two main ones. And just search on the internet. I love the sound of seagulls in the background. Ooh, that may be perfect. Oh, that'll be fine. All right, so I had to shift positions. The other place had, if I wasn't filming, it would have been perfect, but since I'm filming, I needed more area. So here's my bag today. We got our 16 ounces of fluid, or water. Got my emergency spill repair group. Now this is a 600 milliliter. If we have time, I may show you something in that. And here is the 1 liter one. But before we do anything, I want to set up my iClimb table. See if we can remember how to do this. It's been a hot minute since I've done this. Every time I do it, I seem to do a different way, and this may not have been the best way. Oh, well, it worked. Get this side in. That there. Now I know a few of you really like when I do the setup on the screen, so that's why I do it. If you don't want to see the setup part of this, just fast forward. All right, so we got that set up. Now, this is the 1 liter one, the one I just reviewed. Now look at this. Now, I was really debating on the size. I was like, I don't know if I'm the biggest fan. I know I'm not the biggest fan of this. That may be off to the side for a moment. But look what you fit in here. I get my Sea to Summit collapsible cup in here. Put this off to the side for now. I can get a rag. I can get my tea. I can get my collapsible spork. I can get my fuel canister. Pot grabber. Now that I'm thinking about it, probably didn't need that in there. The stand for this, because this pot is a little on the bigger side. My BRS stove. How awesome is that? So what we're going to do is we're going to set this bad boy up. We're going to start with the stand. I don't usually use this, but for this, you may need a little more support. Okay, it's been a hot minute since I've used this. There we go. Well worth getting those stands. They sell them on Amazon. I would just grab one. All right, get that off to the side for now. Now this beach is getting pretty busy. There's more people sitting up in the parking lot. I don't see too many people at the beach itself. All right, so here we go. Now let's open this up. Sometimes it's a little finicky. There we go. Oh. Make sure your valves are off when you put stuff on there securely. Okay, this is one I refilled a while back, so just still trying to see if that refiller works. Now, Get it like that. Perfect. So let's move this off to the side for now. Now, I don't think I'm going to time it. I was going to, but I don't think it's necessary to time this. Let's just level this out a little more. All right, we're going to get this going. We're going to use my mini Bic to light this bad boy up. Oh, I've lost more hair making these videos. Now on the side here, I'm just going to refill this. That's 16 ounces, 2 cups. Now I'll do an experiment, see what size stoves actually fit in there. I tried one this morning and it was a little too big in its case. I bet you if I took it out of its case, I like to make sure my stoves are protected. And we're not doing a formal timing, but we can do it to just have it going in the background. I don't know if you can see that. So, yeah. All right, let's give it a minute. So we're at a little over a minute. It's still going. It'll get done. Now, just an FYI, if you're going to the beach with these cups, silicone sticks to everything on the beach. So sand, I mean, it was just sitting there. It didn't even fall over, and I got sand everywhere in it, so I'm going to have to rinse it out in a moment. All right, we're at basically 2.5 minutes. Let's take another peek. Now, I'm interested to see if these are going to get super hot without the little holder on top. Yeah, that's just inconvenient the way they have that set up. I think Kuvick needs to send, like on the other one, have one for each one. Remember, they want honest reviews. They want us to know what they could do to improve their product. So, all right, so we're still here waiting. We're at a 3:50-ish time frame. While we're doing that, we're going to have a little Tazo Earl Grey. Plop that in there. Going to put a little of this horrible sweetener in there. Take another gander in here. Yeah, another minute. While we're sitting here, I just wanted to go through and show you what I have in the 600 milliliter one. Now, you definitely can't fit a fuel canister in this, but you can fit everything else you need in here, though. Because let's look. I'm able to fit my Java drip and the metal filter. I'm able to fit a lighter. I'm able to fit my Trangia. And I'm able to fit my folding sport. Now, I know a couple people asked about if you can fit a Trangia in this. Yes, you can. Fuel-wise, maybe a little bottle, 2-ounce bottle would fit in here probably fairly well. But you're not fitting a full fuel canister in there. Well, maybe I should have brought a windscreen with me, because it is still not boiling and we're at 6 minutes 40 seconds. Usually it's only a couple minutes, especially after reviewing that other stove the other day for a fire maple, Green Peak one, and did it in only a couple minutes. This is taking way longer than it should. Some of it could have been me. I didn't have the thing open all the way. I wonder if it has anything to do with the canister itself, considering it's one that I refilled. Yeah, refilling canisters make me a little nervous, but it seems all right so far. Haven't sensed any leaks, smelled anything from it. And especially since I can get the bigger canisters real cheap in the off season, we're good. All right. Wow, that's seating a long time. I don't. Because I used the same canister for the other video. Maybe it's just too windy out. BRS isn't the best stove in the world, but it's small and it fits in places. Yeah, we're at 9:47. 10 minutes I'm gonna pour, because this is almost the same amount of time it takes an alcohol stove to boil 2 cups. I don't know what's going on. The gas, it could be the stove, it could be that it's so windy out, but it should be warm enough to make tea at this point. Definitely not a rolling boil. A little disappointed in that. All right. The handle's cold. Well, let's see. Oh yeah, it's definitely hot. All right, what did we learn from this? Windscreen, maybe not on an elevated platform. Maybe a better stove. All right, let's talk about this. All right, let's do the most important thing here. Let's give the tea a try. First cup of the day, definitely good. Earl Grey, yummy. So let's talk about this kettle. Great kettle. Love the size, love the fact you fit everything in it. 2 liters. If you're going out with someone, perfect. By yourself, maybe a little overkill. Fit everything in it you need. Everything from the cup to gas to the stove. So definitely a win. I love Kuvick products. Don't like that little silicone thing they have here on the handle. That was not a good design. I'd rather see separate like they have on the 600 milliliter and just leave it at that. The other one in the case, it fell off. So I wouldn't trust that too much, or it won't be around very much longer. But great kettle. Would I buy it? Yeah, I would definitely go out and check it out. Now, remember, just keep in mind, these are just unboxing, checking them out, initial views on this. We'll use this over time and see how it works. All right, guys. Oh, one other thing. BRS stove. I think I'll try to find another stove that'll work well with this, and I can fit everything in the kettle. What else? That's it. Check out the B-roll in a moment. Please click like and subscribe. Remember, I do this so you don't have to. I am out in the weather so you don't have to. Hope you guys have a great week and everything's going awesome. I just wanted to walk down the beach. I know this is not my typical B-roll, but I wanted to walk down the beach. Maybe walk around to that point so you can see the lighthouse. Just so you guys can see the beauty of Rhode Island. Granted, it's one of the small states. Now I get quite a few people who watch the videos but don't subscribe. That's fine. But please try to. It doesn't do much for you, but it helps the channel. And those of you who keep coming up with a comment, I appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Now, it's not as cold as it usually is. Usually it's so dang cold out here, my hands will start cracking as soon as I leave the beach. Maybe tough. There's a lighthouse out there. And that's where a lot of people, that sandbar goes out right out to the lighthouse at low tide. High tide? Yeah, you're getting stranded out there. But just look at this. If you live in the area and you don't take advantage of this, there's something wrong with you. At least come down to the beach, eat a breakfast, have a cup of coffee, enjoy life.